Almost blew it.
Almost blew
but
it.
I saved myself.
And a big Merry Christmas version of Loosey Goosey about town here with Big Daddy Russ Horton. I'm Leah Lake and Leah Lywood back in the studio once again. And yeah, we're just days away from the big man coming to visit us. And
Actually, he was in Acton and Georgetown there for a few days.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of weeks ago.
Heard a story on Facebook, though, that was a little disturbing. That fella took his daughter to go see Santa Claus. $50 to sit on Santa's lap and tell him what you want. $50.
$50. Where's that?
What the heck?
It was always free when I was growing up.
It was at the Georgetown Mall.
He's actually a very good Santa.
He is a great
seen
Santa,
him?
but
he even talks like Santa
Not
Claus.
$50, man.
No.
And what family can afford this kind of thing right now? Well, regardless, it's that happy time
Humbug.
of season when everybody's shopping. The malls and the stores are absolutely mental. You know what's actually worse is the parking lots. Mm-hmm. They're the worst part.
Well, everybody seems to think that they own the parking lots.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
may I say this about the Superstore? Too many speed bumps.
Oh, isn't that brutal? Why do you need
Every
those two?
6 feet there's you could take half of the speed bumps out of because
Yeah.
I'll tell you, those speed bumps are not small either.
Oh no, they're boom, 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 boom,
Come on, you don't need how many are there? There are 8 in between Mountain View and Guelph Street. There's 8 speed bumps there. Love the Superstore, but get rid of some of the speed bumps.
Absolutely, I agree. So once again, we just want to welcome everybody back. We had a little bit of a hiatus last week, but that's okay.
Well, we're old and we get sick.
Yeah, exactly.
We were busy.
And it's a busy time of the year for everybody, but
all
we're
had
glad.
things going on.
But we were so glad to be able to do today's because we are coming up to Christmas and New Year's and all these holiday seasons, and we just want to remind people, you're having people over, be careful, watch your drinking and driving, call the cab companies, Easy Taxis, 877-9900, call them, reserve a cab even if you need to reserve a time, that type of thing. And of course, we're brought to you by
Max Tires, 905-873-9255. They've got the best deals on tires and accessories, licensed mechanics. And as a matter of fact, I'm talking later on about our picture that we had done with Amanda of our building, so where we are.
Right.
Because we're here at 61 A Guelph, which is the apartment above Max Tires. That's where our studio is. So this is a very famous building we're in at 61 Main. And Amanda has painted, I bought it for Christmas from her. She's a local artist, and Amanda Besant, and she painted a picture of...
same girl that was doing the raffle for Women's Place.
That's right. And I'm going to put it up on Facebook after Christmas. I want to leave it under, for certain reasons. I want to leave it under tap there, but she did an amazing job on that. So Max Tires, of course, as always, and I saw a great video on Facebook the other day of a massive crash and snow everywhere, and it says here, the Summer Tires Meeting Club.
Yes, that's a great, I love that meeting.
So you got to get your snows on, baby.
Definitely.
If you haven't got them on yet.
This weekend coming, we're gonna be getting rocked. We're going to be getting rocked.
Actually, snows aren't going to cut it tomorrow.
No, and it's going to come down to it. And I think that's why the stores are so busy tonight is everybody's, this impending storm that we have coming that most of the news media agencies are putting the fear of God into people. We've had way worse storms. People,
I know.
Just be sensible, give yourself plenty of room and plenty of time. And if you don't have to go out, don't.
But if you do have to go out, now they're saying, and it's hard when you look at the weather to exactly know what's going to happen because it all depends on which way the wind blows and how long it blows this way. And but
exactly.
As it looks right now, I'm holding my breath, is we might get a clearing for Christmas Day for traveling.
Absolutely.
So give them a few hours in there to clean up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It might not happen that way. It might stay.
And I mean, the broadcasts are across the states and here, like as far as just south of the border or whatever. They're all saying the same thing, and even if it's half of what they're claiming, it's still going to be brutal.
Oh yeah,
and we're going to get zonked, and I mean, if we get zonked in Georgetown, they get double zonked in Acton, because folks in Acton, of course, on a different weather system.
Pretty much. Once you go up that Silver Creek Hill,
and we say it all the time, and we never get sick of saying it, but it's true.
I plow Acton, Georgetown, and Milton, so it's funny to see the
layers.
differences.
The
Yeah,
layers,
it's a
it's
layered
layers.
effect, really.
If it's
And-
raining in Georgetown, -1 or something, or 0, you can guarantee it's -2 up in Acton, and the snow's coming down.
Yeah.
when you
Well,
look
and it's
that.
supposed to drop tomorrow morning between like around what, -15
Yeah.
to 19 or something.
Yes,
That's
yes.
why they're talking the flash freeze, because it's raining and snowing tonight.
Yeah.
By morning when it drops,
Yeah.
it's a rink. Get
And
your
then-
straight skates out.
Yeah.
On our national show, there, the Canadian show, we'll be talking about how cold it is in Whitehorse right now. -37,
Ugh.
wind chill -48 or something crazy.
Wyoming was -47 with the wind chill.
Tell you,
Wyoming.
yeah.
Like, that's just, I got a buddy of mine flying out to Edmonton today, and I'm like, dude, it's -40 out there,
It
buddy.
is. It's very cold
It's
out west right now.
cold.
Very
Yeah,
cold.
and this
All
is it. This is a warm, our temperatures we're having are very mild temperatures right now. So,
So far, it's so good in Halton Hills.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not
we're,
bad, I
we're
agree.
getting through. We're getting another
Super
storm
snow.
now, but
yeah.
we
I
haven't
want
got that.
before we
snow.
start the news, though, I want to say a big thanks to Big Daddy. He gave me this really cool hat.
Well, Leah's got one too.
Yeah, Leah got one too, and you've got one as well.
This is, of course, now the World Cup's over. I can concentrate on my team again and
Yeah.
drop my chocolates all over the place. But this is Nottingham Forest. Do you want to put that up to the camera there, Leah? And then we can. This is
Oh, nice hat too.
Our
Oh
team.
God, that's comfy.
Nottingham Forest, and we're going to actually link our video up to the Nottingham Forest supporters group, who actually
That's very
They
comfy.
sponsor my sports on
Yeah,
radio
that's right.
stations every morning.
Yeah.
And a great bunch
Very
of guys.
comfortable hat, though.
And
Nice.
so proud of Nottingham Forest making it back in the Premier League. So yes, there we are, and thank you to JV Clothing and John, who orchestrated that move with Nottingham Forest Soccer Club.
Yeah,
in
excellent.
England. Very,
Excellent.
they're
Very-
authentic
and very
these-
comfortable.
That is stitched, baby.
Oh, yeah, I
that's
know it's-
not a that's stitched. That's a John Verriera stitch.
Special.
You're
Right
not
there.
going to get anything that doesn't come out of there properly with John.
Now, let's see what's going on in the news. Number of people being treated for COVID-19. Halton Hospitals has doubled in the past little while, so we're starting to, and of course it's flu season. They're currently, well, they were last week, about 51 people in Halton's 4 hospitals being treated for COVID-19, up from 26, which is 2 weeks ago. And about 14 were admitted for COVID-19, with the remaining 37 being admitted for other reasons, but later testing positive for COVID as well. People are still testing positive for COVID. I know.
At least we're not
it's-
China, though.
That's, oh my God, yeah, that's another story. The number jumped significantly between the 11th and 13th of December, going from 32 to 52. So we're heading up, and but that's normal with the flu.
And again, you've got people doing, corporate Christmas parties, so gatherings, getting together and stuff like that are, normally not happening unless it's Christmas time. So, and we got New Year's coming up. So that's why I was saying at the beginning of the show, people, if you're having family over and stuff, try to make sure you know who they are and where they've been.
Yeah, you have to be really careful nowadays, I mean, especially with the older people.
Yeah, yeah,
Make sure that
definitely.
they're safe.
A lot of people discussing this Bill 23 that's been coming in and voicing their concerns about it. The More Homes Built Faster Act was a hot topic of discussion during Halton Hills Town Council's first meeting on the term back on December 12th. These announcements immediately following the election set me back on my heels, said Mayor Ann Lawler in her inaugural address. The so-called More Homes Built Faster Act threatens citizen participation, years of planning process, natural heritage protection, climate action, and heritage preservation, she commented. After being introduced into the provincial legislature with a first reading on October 25th, followed by much discussion and debate, the slightly amended version of Bill 23 received royal assent on November 28th. Most of the bill is in force as of that date, commented the town staff. They're talking about the green belt stuff too as well, and it's supposed to be protected land.
I thought it was supposed to be protected. That's what the Premier said. And now
Yeah, well, he's also
Yeah.
not protecting it.
Well,
so.
he talks out of both sides of his mouth, so
both sides of his ass.
both of
I
that
don't know
too.
what's going on with him. He's flipped
He's God, yeah.
completely
Well,
from what he was in the beginning.
you get paid enough money, I'll flip too.
Yeah.
Well, something's changed. I don't know what it is, but something's changed.
We're having a lot of burglaries out in the countryside lately. Halton police are investigating following the theft of 2 trailers from a logistics facility in Halton Hills. This happened back on December the 10th. At some point between 12:20 and 2 a.m., suspects attended a lot belonging to Speedy Transport Group Limited in the area of Steeles Avenue and the 5th Line, according to police. And it is alleged that the intruders hooked vehicles up to 2 trailers on the property and hauled them away. That's got to be, that's brazen, isn't it? Just hook it up and away. And there was a loader that was stolen in Glen Williams there over the weekend too. We'll get to that later.
Oh,
But,
that's a ballsy move. Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy or
And we
brazen,
still haven't
like
found our rabbit on Armstrong, have we? That
Oh, is that
disappeared
still
last
missing?
year. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still
You're not going to
Yeah,
find that
yeah,
now.
Find that now.
You're not
That's a
gonna
shame.
find-
That was a part of
I
our
don't know.
community.
A
The
lot
rabbits.
of trivia and history I do with music. Some of the things that have turned up 30 years later.
That's true.
You know, I wouldn't count it out yet.
Or somebody will find it and not know about the story and think, oh, that's kind of cool.
Somebody showed me a Q107 Homegrown album from '82, and it had some local Georgetown band on there. I can't remember who it was now.
Oh, what was their
But
name?
we played on the air on Halton Hills Online. We play all the local stuff, by the way. I heard Larry Melton the other day,
Yeah.
and John Cougar back to back. I think Larry and John they sound so. Their
Very
music is very much similar.
Yeah.
Like "Riding On" by Larry. It sounds like a John Cougar song. I'm sorry,
God,
Larry,
yeah.
if you're offended by that, but it's a good rockin' song.
Oh, God, yeah. I still think it should
My
be a
favorite
Harley
song.
Davidson commercial.
Yeah.
That
I think
would
it's
go
a great
perfectly
song.
with a Harley Davidson commercial. It is the tone, the tempo of it, and everything would be perfect. So, New Halton Hills Council tackled various issues during their first meeting. The 6 newly elected members Monday in Halton Hills Town Council discussed a range of topics, including 2023 fees and charges, charges, bylaw, and interim taxes, Acton indoor pool, tank repairs, snowplow truck replacement, and the appointment of municipal law enforcement officers. We definitely need more snowplows in this town as it's growing, with Georgetown South growing as much as it is. They definitely need to look at doing that, and let's not increase people's property taxes until you guys can actually clear the roads in a manly time and efficiency. Because, like I've said in the past, 5 years I've plowed. I know what I'm talking about. I've drove the big trucks. I've done the highways. I've done the byways. We are not up to par when it comes to clearing the streets in a timely fashion. And my street, for that matter, is still snow covered. And it's a serious thing. You're putting people's lives in danger. So please, Town Council, take this as just a statement from somebody who has experience. Get some more snowplows out on the roads.
Snow fencing, too.
That too, as well. I've even noticed, though, Peel, I went through Peel the other day. I took, my cousin Todd went to Honduras
Wow.
on Monday. Yeah, him and his family flew to Honduras. They're staying in a beautiful chalet down there. So I took him to the airport, and even Peel now is not doing the snow fencing. So it's pretty sad that you're putting people's lives in risk here. This is a serious thing.
Blowing snow on the road causes more problems.
Absolutely, man. You know that stretch between Acton and Georgetown. How many
Where
accidents?
are all the accidents happening there?
Constant.
Because of the snow. And Trafalgar, too, is bad in some spots.
Put up a snow fence, and you can eliminate a lot of these problems.
Yeah. All right, so Halton Police have launched a new campaign to raise awareness following an increase in emergency or grandparent scams across the region. Why are they picking on the old people?
Because they can.
Like
They're
you and I.
vulnerable.
They're
That's terrible.
yeah.
Officers said a poster designed to warn potential victims will soon be on display at most major banks in Halton as well. The poster, what it does is outline some of the common scenarios fraudsters use to convince people to give them money, and there's lots of different techniques that they use. If you're a senior, or and you're up in age and you get a strange call like that, just hang up on these morons.
Exactly.
And carry on with your life, because there's a lot of stuff going on.
And if they're calling about your grandson or granddaughter or nephews or nieces or whatever, hang up like Big Daddy said, and call them.
Call them back, or call the police and
Yeah.
just tell them, hey, somebody just called me, and is this legit? Well, they don't know, but
They're going to tell you probably the same thing we're going to tell you. Assume it's not.
assume,
In a situation like that,
when something is it seems too good, it probably is. You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
That saying is so true today as it always has been.
All right. The library.
The Halton Hills Library is welcoming some change. a new logo, refreshed website, a revised brand, and strategic plan. We'll strive to enrich the lives of everyone in Halton Hills through ideas, creativity, and connection in welcoming a safe and supportive environment, said Beverly King, an acting chief librarian and CEO. The new logo displays playful dots and layering of colors to illustrate points of connection, interconnectivity, and diversity within the Halton Hills community. It references Halton Hills Public Library's website, URL, and illustrates its friendly and welcoming approach, stated the library release. So, great place to go. You know,
our local library does a great job.
You know, kids are going to be off over this next week and stuff. You might be looking for something to do. Go to the library with the kids and enjoy it. And if you're at the library in Georgetown, let's go say hi to my new friend Tennille. She works there, and she's a lovely young lady, and she'll help you out with whatever you're looking for.
Did you, when you went into the British store up in Acton, did you talk to the owner while you were there?
I did today, actually. Yeah, great spot.
I'd like to go in there and do a show.
Actually, I will. I'll check on that.
Surrounded by...
oh, God. The stuff they have in there.
Licorice also.
Yeah, you're going to need my needle.
One thing I look forward to every Friday when we get together is eating candies.
Yeah.
Because it's the only time I eat candy. Well, it's not. I'm lying there. But I indulge on a Friday. It's just Thursday today because we're doing it. But I love these. These here, a new love
they've been our staple
for all of us. You know,
for how many years now,
the
right?
mallows.
A little, but.
And the little Russian fella has them in Acton at the Shell there. These, right by the door. Love that Russian guy. Right. I think he's Russian. I don't know. He's been there forever, pumping the gas and taking your money.
Actually, you know what?
He's from Bulgaria or Romania or something. Nice guy.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Yeah.
Well, I love that guy. Hey, how you doing?
But you know what? Driving, Mel's truck or my car, that Shell gas is the best gas around. The car handles so much better. It drives better. I get better mileage. I still say to people, go to Shell. It is the best fuel you can get. It's and you know what? You go to a car show and talk to people at a car show, and almost 90% of them in that car show go to Shell to get gas because it's the best gas around. And
I'd like to say hi to all the gang up at A&W there in the Georgetown South and Petro-Canada, who always take care of me every day. Go in there and something about A&W breakfast is just, it's got to be the best breakfast.
It's a better one around, that's for sure.
She goes, it's so bad. I don't care. I'm 62. I made it so far. If I'm going to go, I'm going to go with a smile on my face.
Exactly. Not anorexic going, geez, I could have had a burger last night if I knew I was going.
You know what I love? I love about A&W is, I don't know where they buy their potato patties from, man, but it just rocks. Those, am I making you
hash
hungry?
Browns?
Yeah, the hash browns. Yeah.
Well, hi guys at A&W.
Yeah.
Merry
anyway,
Christmas to you all.
there's all the gang there, and we're going to do some work with them in the new year. And what else is going on here? It's my turn, isn't it?
Yep.
What are we doing here?
Music in the Halton Hills Cultural Center.
Ah, yes. The annual holiday show and sale featuring the work of local artists is on now, in addition to free live music in the Halton Gallery. Helson Gallery, pardon me. And creative works of local artists and artisans are on display in Halton Hills. New exhibition opened in the Cisnet lobby of the town of Halton Hills and Cultural Center. A lot of stuff going on for Christmas right now.
Well, again, the Helson Gallery is cool with their kids, so they got to do something with them,
And I think that I love the way they're sprucing up different things downtown, but I really miss the Gib. And let's get her up there. Let's do something with it. It's been sitting there for so long.
What?
The McGibbon.
It's gone now.
But I'm saying, when are they going to start?
It's going to take 2 or 3 years.
Oh, God, yeah.
Why? Why?
Who knows what they might be doing? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, they were going to put a glass structure on top of that old building that was falling down.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to open up a flesh wound there, but I couldn't have mentioned the McGibbon with her in the room. All right, what's going on with the food drive? Oh, look at that, 12,000 pounds. Eh?
The event in support of the Georgetown Bread Basket far exceeded their goal. Local residents got into the giving spirit over the weekend and donated big to a holiday food drive, and this is big. The event at the Real Canadian Superstore in Georgetown, organized by a group of local volunteers, collected a whopping 11,700 pounds of food and just over $1,000 in cash donations for the Georgetown Bread Basket. So,
right
congratulations! That's a huge number, and just showing people's they care. They care about
Right
their
now,
community.
the food banks are in desperate need of your help because of the holiday season. People don't have money. Kids are going without, which is horrible. So donate to Acton and Georgetown food banks. We care about our community, and we certainly do. And I have to say, hats off to Knox Church for opening up a warming center for the homeless.
Yes.
Now, we're going to be getting into this. I want to go over there and talk to... And there's so many volunteers coming out now. And, you know, it was upsetting last summer because people were actually sleeping on the lawn at St. George's Church.
I mean,
that's
in the
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
On lawns.
And you know what?
Anywhere they can find.
This
really.
is Georgetown. It's not Toronto. And you know, Toronto take care of their homeless. I'm not saying they don't, but this is we're not used to seeing that here. Well,
unless you get stabbed by 8 teenage girls, like that's
that's another story.
I'm glad we live where we live, people. We are in a good place here, and
hats off to Knox because those guys are rock stars for what they're doing.
No, that's when that story came out, I had to share it.
It gives you a lump in your throat because.
And two, we need to get the word out so that these people do have somewhere to go. We've been really fortunate that. We were talking earlier that we haven't hit those minus 20 and 30 degree temperatures.
They're coming though.
But they're coming and they're around the corner, and people need to be out of that cold or we're going to have dead homeless.
You know, people were actually sleeping on the bench over at Remembrance Park with great big sleeping bags, and you know, people walking by see that it makes you feel. And there's nothing you can do.
No.
I mean, but you don't like to see that in your community. And if
to
you are homeless, go to Knox at night. The door by Church Street, right, is where they go in there.
Yeah.
And just go in and say, listen,
I need
down on my
somewhere
luck.
to sleep.
And they will take care of you.
No,
and I even think they feed you too. Don't they?
2 thumbs up for you guys.
Yeah,
I think they added the food thing a couple days later.
One of the nicest things that happened on our local news all year is that.
Yeah.
And we want to tell you that we support you, and any way we can help in any way at all.
Any way you can help, get in touch with Knox Church and please donate.
If
donate
you're homeless,
your time.
go there. Do not sleep outside.
No.
Yeah. Now, locally, of course, as we head into Christmas, winter storms
Could
hitting
be a
us
very
over
white
the holiday.
Christmas.
Well, you're the snowman, you know.
Oh, it's going to be snow, definitely.
Start
By the
calling
time Saturday hits, we're going to see accumulations in double digits from the looks of it. Everything that we've been watching. The biggest concern I have is tomorrow with the flash freezing rain and people on the roads and not being careful. And watch out for your snow plows. Watch out for the people plowing industrial lots, because I had a guy almost T-bone me the other day. I'm lit up like a Christmas tree on that road, and somehow this guy almost still hit me.
In our area, I would say when weather gets really bad, we have to come off the road here because there's so many different areas. You can really get yourself in trouble.
Sure.
And especially between Georgetown and Acton.
Well, it's all hills everywhere, so keep going backwards.
You're going to see people, and you see it all the time on 8th line with their summer tires trying to get up the hill there. But, as I keep saying, Max Tires have your snows just waiting for you.
Give them a call, man.
Vacant house fire, too, 22nd Side Road in Dublin 9. That happened on Tuesday. That's the same house, I think, that had a fire before. It's vacant.
It's the second time.
And I know that area very well.
Some of that, again, is some of the homeless people are going there because they know it's vacant. They can get in and stay at least dry and somewhat warm.
I'd like to say hi to Aaron Nagy, who is... I don't know what his title is at the Raiders. He's not the owner, but I think he's the general manager of it.
Something like that, yeah.
And I looked up, of course, you know me being a journalist, I sniff around. He was a London Knight.
Yeah, you were saying that to me that one day.
He could have been in the NHL. He was that far away. But it's great working with him and the gang and the trainer, Andrew, over with the Raiders, because we promote the Raiders now. We have an understanding with them, and every morning we'll let you know what the Raiders do the night before when you wake up on Facebook. on the wonderful telecells, which I have to save a couple of minutes because I have a little bit of a beef about the telecells.
Yes, you do.
And
Me too, but you don't have time.
That pissed me off. And you guys do a wonderful job. But anyway, as I was saying, the Toronto Junior Canadiens, they defeated the Raiders 3-2 in overtime on Sunday. They're the best team in the league.
Yeah.
HHOL so far. A goal coming from Cooper Bertrand, and the kid from Caledon he's from Caledon. And Georgetown markers from both Aiden and Issa Perek. And the Raiders are in Caledon on Thursday night and Aurora on Friday, and then they come home in the new year. So I'm getting more new games before the new year for hometown. But bring your cowbell when you do come to our home games. We need more cowbell.
You never have enough cowbell.
There's a drummer right here, so he knows what I'm talking about.
I have 3 of them.
Yeah. You got to give me, can you lend me a cowbell so I can make some noise?
Sure.
You know, Shady Andrew was going to be here, but he's working on our social media today.
Okay.
We're going to be on TikTok, apparently. He's talking about that. We'll see what happens. Not on Instagram. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. But, yeah, I've said all my hellos now. But the Raiders are heading into the playoffs with the right... Save me the pink ones. The Raiders are heading into the playoffs, and they're looking in good shape.
Yeah.
I was talking to the trainer, Andrew, and he's very, very proud of them the way they played in Toronto on last week against the Junior Canadiens. He says, we're ready. We're going to step up, and you got to get out there on Saturdays. And, of course, 5:30 start now, so you can go home watch the Leafs, too. You know, you don't miss any Leafs action.
Actually, they were playing at 2 p.m. today.
Yeah, the Flyers.
Phillies.
Yeah. Phillies. Listen to him. Phillies, he says.
Philadelphia Flyers. I meant to say Philly.
I know you did. I know you walked right over that one. That was good.
But
where's your festive hat?
which one? I got so many now.
It's
so hot.
We're sweating in here. That's why
It's so
we keep
hot.
going like this and like that. There you go. There you go.
There's a look.
All right. That's a better view of him, I think. All right. Don't forget our radio. Now we're going into December 23rd at midnight. We are going into all Christmas music on Halton Hills Online.
Our good friend Austin doing an
Austin
amazing job.
Douglas.
Thank you, Austin.
We love Austin.
Yeah. Austin has got a 96-hour special, and he works very hard at Christmas.
I bet.
I thought it was 60 hours.
No,
It's
96 hours. And you wouldn't believe the songs that he has programmed for us to listen to. And we're going to take Halton Hills Online radio side, we're going to take a bit of a breather. We'll still be on social media, but all of our news, and so we're going to put it into, shelve it, because it's our Christmas. This is our hometown. And it's also on FM108.ca as well. Radio GTA is not celebrating Christmas. The program director
Jewish.
over there.
It's celebrating Hanukkah.
He's a green guy, and he wears one of these. He's a Mr. Grinch, but he says, you can hear Christmas music anywhere. We play the rock and roll and the pops.
I agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, because even CHFI. Why don't they play some of the older stuff? Because some of that stuff just rolls into each other, and it's like a big mesh of shopping mall.
Pretty much, yeah.
I want to hear Bing. I want to hear Jose Feliciano.
I want to hear some of the newer stuff too, like Bryan Adams and Bruce Springsteen, and no Mariah Carey, please, but all the other ones, sure, absolutely.
Poor old Mariah. She gets raked over. She's such a talented gal. Everybody makes fun of poor Mariah. She's beautiful, isn't she?
Oh God!
Oh God! She's just absolutely.
So you wanted to talk a little bit, touch base about something on the telecells.
Yeah, I have a friend.
Got a little bit of time.
I have a friend, Nello. Nella, is it Nello?
I think it's Nilo.
Nilo. She has a wonderful service where she makes great food and people pick it up at her store.
I hear the food's amazing, yeah.
And she spelled Georgetown wrong, and that's all I said. I went on the telecell, and I said, Georgetown has a knee. Well, you wouldn't believe the Karens that came after my ass.
Oh, yeah.
All I said was about my friend, just innocently. I'll never do it again.
No,
but I've realized...
Just direct messenger.
I've realized, come on, people. Get a light. Like, I'm not insulting anybody. And then it got racial with it a little bit there.
God.
Saying, the biggest problem is that there has been so many people that are the keyboard warriors that have nothing better to do.
Sitting there in their underwear with a crack of their ass showing.
They go
Mr.
on these
Mr.
feeds
Keyboard,
all
Mrs.
the time.
Keyboard.
So as soon as somebody like you does something harmless, they immediately go into that place that you are being a keyboard warrior.
Haven't you got something
because of
better
the
to
many
do?
that do that type of thing.
No.
And
I'm
this
telling
is what happens.
I'm joking around with my
Brutal.
friend and telling her she's spelling her hometown wrong. That's all.
I get a kick out of people
brutal.
that say to you, have you got nothing better to do? Because they're doing the exact same thing.
Exactly.
So you're a hypocrite.
I was surprised.
And-
I didn't realize
But
that I
they
was
say,
going to
point
offend
the-
anybody.
Point the finger at me, you're pointing 3 back at yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I got that off my chest. You know, one of the things that grinds my gears, and there it is right there.
Thanks,
It's
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, Peter Griffin. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you guys for a day, we're going to give you authority to be admins.
Oh no, I don't want to be admitted.
Won't
You know what? You
won't
and
even answer
Katie
that.
do a wonderful job, and but you know, I love the talent cells. Don't get
Oh,
me
they
wrong.
rip us apart.
But you
every
know,
day.
the
We
talent
get something
cells
about what
with
shitty
the
admins
good
we are.
things that happen at the talent cell far outweighs this shit, and it is shit.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. I mean, come on, people. We're grown adults and we're talking about how to spell Georgetown. Well, that's all I was doing with Nello. She's
It's
my
supposed-
buddy, my
it's
friend on
supposed
Facebook.
to be a community page. That's
Yeah.
what we devised it for.
But people just like to fight.
The higher the numbers on our page, the more happens. So we're trying to clamp on this as it happens, and we're not messaging everybody like we used to. There's just too high in numbers.
Anyway,
we
go
just take action.
Go and
Done.
see my friend Nello, who I love dearly, who does a wonderful
Nilo.
job. Nilo, pardon me.
I think it's
At the is it the main mini mart, right? Over here on Guelph Street, she has food, and she has delicious food. I've had it. That's all I was saying. So there you go.
And
There's
people,
your-
this is supposed to be the happiest time of the year. Smile, pull your head out of your arse, and enjoy it with your family and friends and your children,
Sorry.
and go enjoy this holiday season. Instead of going online and bitching about something you have no control over, just go and enjoy this beautiful Christmas holiday season.
Now I've been told that Don Cherry is going to do some local IDs for our radio stations and for Mike Devine's party dog, who's now a part of our air radio as well, because we have Don Cherry on six times a week. He's come home, and I put the picture of Don up there.
That
with
was
his
great.
Christmas suit.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't believe the people, the emotion. People love Don.
Absolutely.
And
Why wouldn't they?
you know,
I've run into, I'd say not even a handful of people that have said, oh, well, who cares or whatever.
not too many.
But very, very, everybody I've run into that has realized Don's on the station has said, right on, guys, way to go. It's about time somebody did this.
Don Cherry is so big that when you think about Canada, you think about Don. Don is an icon in this country.
And Don.
Gordon Lightfoot. And there's Don.
Like, and
you know, I
they're
mean,
all
there's
up
only
in that-
certain people that
Yeah.
you put in that category.
Absolutely.
And Don is right up there with all of
Yeah,
them.
I totally
Bigger than
agree.
that Brian arsehole there over at where is he? Sportsnet or whatever. What's his name there? His
Don
former
McLean?
pal.
Don
The one
Don.
that dropped him in
Don.
the...
Ron McLean.
Yeah,
Don
he's
McLean.
an idiot. Sorry, but we love Don, and we're glad that he's back. I don't care. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry about what I just said. He just
Sorry,
dropped
not
him.
sorry.
He dropped him right in the. And he didn't even go to help. And Don, you know, such a nice man.
No,
And Tim Cherry, his son, and his daughter. Beautiful show. I haven't
Yeah.
missed one yet, and we carry him on all the shows.
Yeah.
And of course, we're on. We follow Don Cherry on the radio with this podcast on Halton Hills Online. Saturday mornings at 9 and Wednesday afternoon at 2
Right on.
the local radio.
Check us out, Halton Hills Online, Halton Hills Online, and great music. You've got you in the morning doing the morning show with all your cool little tidbits, and Leah in the mid-morning, me in the mid-afternoon, and of course
Peter, the piano player with the polyester tie,
That's
he
right.
shows up every morning. Bud the Spud on a stick. Still, to this day, Bud has got the hots for Leah.
yeah, oh god,
You
yeah.
know, because they did date once, but I don't think it went too well for him.
He had too many eyes.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have any hands, you know. I mean, he's a potato.
Well, let's get a little personal.
Let's get out of here.
Too many
All right.
eyes.
Everybody, we do, from all of us here at the Halton Hills Online, want to wish you the best Merry Christmas you can have.
Happy
It's
New
not
Year.
Happy Holidays because people have to work, so it's not Happy Holidays. It is Merry Christmas to us, and we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas with your family, your loved ones. Please be safe out there. Please, please don't drink and drive, people. And enjoy this wonderful weekend with a white Christmas. From Big Daddy Russ Horton, I'm Lee Lakin, Leah Lylewood. Merry Christmas to you all.
Don't forget Max Tires. And one thing that we have to remind people about is watch your Christmas tree. With the fire and the cats
Absolutely.
and everything else. And we'll see you next week. Right on.
I know.
Happy
Community
holidays.
is driven by community. You navigate.
And we drive. You see how well we did that? See? I had her run it again. She thought I was going to forget
Thanks for
it.
watching, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you just before New Year's.
I'm going to have one of the pink ones. Right there.